So I know you're not going to be able to hear this properly because mic's not working again. I'm going to have to get a new mic. But if it doesn't work, I'll do a voiceover and you won't hear this. Shemai, my name's Andy. This is my experimental allotment, year 1. So some changes since you last saw it. You'll notice that I've now finished off this fence. It just needs fixing a bit more firmly because it's rattling in the wind. And then I'm going to have to level it out. As you can see, hopefully there, it's a bit screwy. I might put my polytunnel here. I was going to put it here in the marrow bed, but it might go here. We'll see. And this is going to be the compost area. All that stuff's got to go to the tip. I'm collecting barrels and compost bins. But I'm going to build wooden, a nice 3-bay, I think, wooden 2 or 3-bay wooden compost bin. But I'll also be using the Dalek bins and plastic bins as well. And the last of the carpet, as far as I'm aware. Here's the marrows. I just put these in as ground cover, but they are massive. Still growing a bit as well. There's a big one there and another big one here. There's one down the end there and another one here, which isn't as big. I don't really like marrows, and I just put them in for ground cover, like I said, so it's all compost at the end of the day. The corn was a massive failure and has fallen over. Let's turn around back up here. Yeah, so clearing this bit slowly. There's lots of perennial weeds in here, including bramble, and I think this is sow thistle down here, I think, I'm not sure. But I've got this trampoline cover. It's not going to be very good as a weed suppressant because you can see through it. Well, or you can. It has got holes in. I don't know if you can see, probably not. But I've had problems with grass growing through it. But it'll do for now, just to keep the weeds down a bit. And I'll come back to those pots in a minute. So another big change is that the tomato hedge is now gone. It got blight, very badly blight. So all those plants are out. The red covers off, and I've left as much of the roots in as possible for tomato roots. You can probably still see some of them sticking out here. But in here we've got garlic. From the top we've got elephant garlic, although I got it off eBay and the cloves were quite small, so we'll see. This garlic is called Violet de Codorus, and I've interplanted with Rapidofogia, which I had left over. This one is Sprint in here, interplanted with some beetroot, and this one is Blanc de la Magne, probably butchering the pronunciation there. And this is interplanted with beetroot as well. That's beetroot, Boltardy and Detroit in there. This is Chimidorapa, which has gone over. I'm just leaving the flowers to attract the bees. There was a few bees on there earlier. And this is the square foot bed with leeks and oriental veg in there. Clearing out these beds now, so I'm having a problem with slugs and or birds getting to my veg. I'll show you in a minute. So I'm using these little bottles as cloches to try and protect them. And here we have red ruble kale, I think it is, along with a ruby chard. And in here also I've got my there are 6, believe it or not, 4 of them in cloches. Japanese onions, Sanshu onions, This bed is just being cleared for other stuff I've got ready to go out. You can probably see on top here how the keelet has been attacked, and in fact there's one of our friends over there. Can we see him? Little magpie. Hello, Captain. These got to come out, obviously. I haven't looked under here yet, but we've got the you obviously bolting going to flower, and you can see they've been devoured, that front row there. In here I've got some peas going, a couple of red mustard and broccoletto in those 4 here. In this one here we're going to have some spring onions. I haven't sown those yet. And here you can see what's happened to these plants. I'm going to leave them in because they might come back, but devastated with those. Rhaphidophobia in there as well. Kale bed, because it was a brassica bed, but I think it's kale, so there's a couple of sprouts in there, but the rest of it I think is kale. It's doing okay. And my experimental raised beds, I sowed these with green manure, and you can see this is field beans. So you can see that the field beans have started to come up. The slowest of the lot, this was. And I know that the horse manure hasn't composted down properly, but it's 6 months old. We'll see what happens. It's experimental. This was the mixed packet of manure, green manure. Sorry, you can see there's some grass-like stuff and some broadleaf stuff in there. It's doing all right. A bit patchy. And over here is the mustard, which is very slow compared to the other stuff, and needs weeding with those bits of grass and stuff, and I'll pick those out later. And this was the mix of leftovers, so it's coming on, and we'll see what happens with those. I'm fascinated by cover crops and green manures at the moment, and so I am just going to try, because I got my Veg Grower podcast seeds today, and it had some green manure mix, not a lot obviously because in a little packet, but the Veg Grower podcast green manure mix today came in the post with the seed packs from the club. And I'm going to just do a tray and see how that germinates, comes up, and then use it to transplant, see if we can transplant some green manure as an experiment. Let's have a look in the greenhouse. Not a lot going on in here. I do need to get it fixed. I keep saying that every week, but it will be done. I've made some templates for the missing bits of glass, and I will be cleaning it soon. Tomatoes are, they're doing something. It's late, but they might ripen. But this one's down here, which is the curly kale, my lovely curly kale plant. It's doing lovely, and you can see that there's adventitious roots starting to get on the stems there as well. Some of the stuff that didn't germinate has now germinated, but it got a bit dry as well, so some of it has died off, and you can see some died off there, but all the pen marking up on the labels has gone, so I don't know what they are. I have to look back on the videos and have a look, which is one good thing about doing these videos, I suppose. And those have gone as well, so I don't know what they are. They will be planted out next time, or potted on at least. I'll leave these growing for a bit. You can see there is a tomato there, Gigantimo I think this one is, or just a giant one, I don't know, no label. But I will be prepping this greenhouse ready. See a couple of nice tomatoes on there, no blight in here. These are the later ones I put in, my second sowings, or the ones I found that I hadn't planted out. But you can see this filthy, absolutely filthy, so good clean, repair the windows. Yeah, see, that's got a bit of a crack in it, and I'm going to get it bubble wrapped so it can keep growing in the winter. Looking forward to that. Oop, falling over the barrel. The plotting area needs a bit of a tidy. This is one of the gigantinos. It fell off, but oh, it's a nice size. It's just a shame I didn't get them early enough. We'll see what happens with that. I'm not bothered about the rest of those though. I should just reclaim the compost. Yeah, tidying up, getting pots sorted. I've finished off the putting the manure in there, so that will just stay there, and we've got that compost bin is nearly full. This one is has got loads of bramble stuff in it, which I inherited. We're up to that, 2 empty Dalek bins there. And last but not least is the experimental allotment mid-autumn tour. We have a couple of raised bed pots which I'm trying out again with the mini cloche. So this one's got a calabrese in the middle, and radish, black Spanish round, and misato in there. And then this is a charred bed Fordham Giant and some mixed red and yellows, I think, in there, because I was running out of room and I haven't got any beds prepped. So I thought, let's try the raised bed approach on here. I'm gonna have to keep that an eye on that for watering, obviously, and protecting maybe, but we'll see how it goes. At least I've got somewhere to put them. Yeah, and I think that's it for now. Just a quick tour. I need to sort out my microphone issues. To get a decent microphone though, they're quite expensive. But we'll see. I don't know what the solution is, apart from buying one. We'll see. Yeah, that's it. My name's Andy. This is the experimental allotment garden mid-autumn tour, and I'll see you up the plots.